it's Andy Pancioli here from the Market Timing Report. It is Sunday the 20th of July 2025 and we're going to take a very quick short look at Bitcoin, highlighting the key features of what's going on. I've had quite a lot of inquiries from my followers this week saying what's going on. We made this new all-time high on the 14th a few days ago, and since then the price action has been kind of sideways, and we thought this was going to be a big punch-out move above these old highs here. So let's take a look at the facts and put it all together and see what we can come out with. You'll also notice the high that did come in there on the 14th tied in with our weekly cycle from our histogram system from the Market Timing Report, which was to expect an important turning point around about the week ending 11th of July. So that was just 2-3 days after that. And the daily turning points are shown here below. The fourth came in, as you can see, and there are further ones for this month. So you can see that we were expecting some sort of timing point for an important turn. So the real question is, how important is this turn? Before we answer that question, there are no monthly cycles for the month of July. So if we had a monthly cycle, we'd expect a significant high. So that suggests that we probably have higher to go. And when we look at our data in our smart money platform, the commitment of traders data platform, what we see here is that Bitcoin is showing us 199 and 99. Well, that suggests we're still very, very bullish within our system of readings. And when we look at this, this is the main index we look at, and basically when it gets up towards the 100% level there, we tend to see bull runs, and you can see the same here. And we've come back up. But what's really interesting, when we break this down into what each category is doing, each category of a player in the field there, what we're seeing, the important thing is that the smart money is basically still buying. The selling remains constant and the buying has jumped up again. Well, that to me suggests that we are likely to go higher. So just bear that in mind, and let's see what the other bits and pieces of evidence tell us. Remember, everything we do at the Market Timing Report is all about incremental gains and getting the odds on your side. We don't believe there is a holy grail in trading and investing, but we do know that we can get a lot of things together that can really give us an advantage. Now, with all that in mind, let's bring up our advanced seasonality platform. So uses a bunch of AI and other bits and pieces. And let's see what that's telling us. Well, first of all, the key point is we really only have 13 years of data for Bitcoin that we can use, and ideally we'd prefer to have a minimum of something like 20 years, but we can still work well with this. And what we find is that one of our key points coming up is this time period. In fact, we just started it here. This is the time window from the 17th of July to the 7th of August. And what it generally suggests is that by the end of this term, over the last 10 years, this is 10 years of data, on 80% of these occasions, so on 8 out of the 10 occasions in the last 10 years, Bitcoin has closed higher on the 7th of August than it was trading on the 17th of July. So we're in this spell now, and of course we've come down a little bit. And so we're going to see whether, all we're saying that historical odds suggest this is a bull move. It might not work this time, but the odds favour it will. And as I say, it's worked in 8 out of the last 10 occasions and also has delivered annualized results of 232%. So the odds again favour this. Remember, they won't always necessarily replicate, but the odds again are favouring a bit of an up move. And in fact, if we look at this, the down years really were just down in 2015 and in fact 2023. So basically, when we drill down into this performance of annualized situations, the maximum drawdown's been 18.7%, but the average gain's been 20%, the average loss being 10%. So the odds are really kind of in your favor. Maximum profit kind of 53 and maximum loss 10%. So again, you keep playing all these cycles, all these probabilities, and you get the odds on your side. So if we think about this, yeah, we had a cycle suggesting a turning point. The commitment of traders data, the smart money says we're still looking bullish, and this suggests we're bullish as well. So putting this together and looking at the all the bits and pieces here, this is the reason we've seen a pause here. For those of you who are technical traders, this is the geometry we've been using very successfully, and we knew that there was a potential high target there coming in based on price. So this drives the price. Ultimately, price is all we trade, but when these things come in together with a time cycle, the weekly cycle came in exactly as we hit that point there. So that was a key point from our market timing report to say that actually that was a point to take profits, but to come back down again. But wait to see, and we can possibly get back in. So if you're a long-term player, this is more than likely to carry on higher. Shorter term, that was an important high there with a bit of a pullback, and we're just looking for it to turn up because the smart money is still very bullish on this. Seasonality supports a potential up move as well. So those are there, and so do time cycles. So with all this in mind, if you're interested in all this stuff, go to markettimingreport.com. We have the monthly market timing report, which covers the S&P gold, crude oil, euro, dollar index, and also Bitcoin. And then within that, we have the advanced seasonality platform, which covers hundreds of instruments, all the main commodity markets, currency markets, fixed income. We also look at the main US stocks, the main UK stocks, Australian stocks, Indian stocks, and a whole bunch of other things. You can find that there under the Seasonality platform. I'll pop a link below. And for those of you who are interested in the more advanced stuff with regard to the commitment of traders data and the smart money, that's the Master Traders course and professional platform, which we update every week, and then we do a power session every month to talk you through how to really get a handle on that. So I hope this helps. Please subscribe to the channel if you like this sort of information. Give us a like. Thank you so much.